Many seniors believe that walking daily is the safest way to stay strong. But what if the real danger begins before that first step? I'm Dr. Samuel Hartley, and after 25 years in clinical nutrition and senior health, I've seen how a simple 2-minute pause before walking can change everything, reducing falls, easing fear, and bringing back confidence. Because your body doesn't just move, it communicates, and this tiny ritual helps you hear what it's saying before you move. Have you ever stood up too fast and felt the room sway, or caught yourself stumbling on flat ground? You're not alone. 1 in 4 seniors experiences a fall each year, but studies show most are preventable. The solution isn't more muscle, it's awareness. This gentle safety check helps you read your balance signals before every walk. Within weeks, confidence grows, steps feel lighter, and fear fades. So let's slow down together, and I'll show you what to do before your next walk to keep every step safe. 1. The hidden biology of balance. When we think about walking, we picture strength, motion, independence. But the truth is, balance begins long before your muscles move. It starts in your hormones, your nerves, and the quiet chemistry that keeps your body aligned. After age 60, melatonin, the same hormone that helps you sleep, drops sharply. What most people don't realize is that melatonin also fine-tunes coordination. Without enough of it, your body's rhythm gets out of sync. Cortisol, the stress hormone, stays high longer too. In small doses, it helps you stay alert. But when it lingers, it acts like a car alarm that won't turn off. Your nervous system stays on high alert, making it harder for your muscles to move smoothly together. Then there's inflammation. Molecules like IL-6 rise with age, and they work like static in a radio signal, interfering with the messages your brain sends to your feet. Add weaker proprioception, the body's internal GPS, and the result is a system that doesn't always know exactly where it is in space. Research from the World Guidelines for Falls Prevention, 2022, found that assessing these changes early dramatically cuts fall risk for older adults. In my 25 years of practice, I've seen how understanding this makes all the difference. One of my patients, Margaret, 72, told me she had stopped walking outside because she feared falling. We started simple, just breathing, grounding, noticing how her body felt before each step. Within weeks, her confidence returned. Think of your balance like a 3-legged stool: vision, inner ear, and proprioception. If one leg weakens, the stool wobbles. But you can strengthen it again. So before your next walk, pause for a moment. Feel your breath, your feet, your steadiness. Because the story of balance isn't about strength, it's about listening. In a moment, we'll walk through the gentle 3-step ritual that tells you exactly how ready your body is to move. 2. The 3-step safety ritual. Protocol breakdown. Now that we understand what's happening inside the body, let's make it practical. This simple 3-step safety ritual takes less than 2 minutes, but it tells you exactly how ready your body is to walk. It's not a workout. It's a conversation with your balance system. Step 1. Stand next to a sturdy chair or wall. Gently lift 1 foot an inch off the floor and hold it there. Can you stay steady for 10 seconds? Research from BMC Medicine, 2025, reviewed over 93 studies and found that seniors who could balance for at least 5 seconds were far less likely to experience falls in the next year. If you feel wobbly, hold on. This isn't a test of willpower, it's a safety signal. Step 2. Place 1 foot directly in front of the other, heel touching toe. Try holding that position for 10 seconds with your eyes open, and then, if safe, 3 to 5 seconds with your eyes closed. This challenges your proprioception, your body's internal GPS. In my clinic, I call it reconnecting the wiring. Each second you can hold this stance strengthens the communication between your brain and your feet. Step 3. Sit down, cross your arms, and stand up 5 times without using your hands. Complete it in 12 seconds or less if you can. Studies show that this simple sit-to-stand measure reflects real-world leg strength and coordination better than treadmill tests. Margaret began with these same steps. The first week, her knees trembled. By week 4, she smiled through the whole routine. "It's like my legs remember who they are," she said. "Take your time with each step. Notice how your body responds, because the steadier you feel here, the safer every walk becomes." But most people miss the next part, the hidden signals your body sends before every unsteady step. 3. Reading your body's signals. Your body speaks before it stumbles. The trick is learning to hear it. A slight hesitation before stepping off a curb, a soft scuff of the shoe you didn't notice last week, or that moment of dizziness when turning too quickly. These are all quiet messages from your balance system asking for attention. In 2022, researchers writing in the archives of physical medicine discovered that older adults showed weaker ankle awareness while walking. That means their brains were receiving delayed feedback about where their feet actually were. Think of it like a GPS that takes too long to update. You've already turned the corner before it realizes it. But the good news is, proprioception can be retrained at any age. In my clinic, I ask patients to start with what I call the sway test. Stand tall, feet hip-width apart, hands lightly on your hips. Gently sway side to side, first with eyes open, then, only if you feel safe, with eyes closed. This reawakens the nerve pathways between your feet and your brain. Just 1 minute a day can sharpen your sense of stability. Robert, one of my longtime patients, once told me, "I didn't know I was losing my balance until I listened." He began practicing the sway test every morning before his walk. 8 weeks later, his gait was smoother, his confidence stronger, and he hadn't had a single near fall. Research confirms what I see every day. Proprioceptive training reduces fall rates by up to 24% and improves walking speed by 0.07 meters per second in just 8 weeks. So if your body hesitates, honor that pause. It's not weakness, it's communication. And when you learn to answer back, stability returns. But there's still one missing piece: the nutrition your nerves need to keep those balance signals clear. 4. Nutrition for nerve and balance health. Even the most diligent exercise can't work alone if the body's balance sensors are undernourished. The nerves in your feet, your inner ear, even the tiny fibers that tell your brain where you are in space, they all rely on steady nutrition. Without it, the signal fades, like static on an old radio. 3 nutrients make the biggest difference: magnesium, vitamin D3, and omega-3 fats. Magnesium keeps nerve messages flowing smoothly, like oil on a hinge. Vitamin D3 helps muscles contract and react quickly when you start to wobble. Omega-3s, from fish or flax, protect the delicate nerve coatings that carry those messages. In a Frontiers in Endocrinology 2019 review, seniors with low vitamin D levels had a significantly higher rate of falls. In my own clinic, I've seen the same. When patients restored their vitamin D through morning sunlight or supplements recommended by their doctor, their coordination improved within weeks. I often remind my patients that balance isn't just about muscles, it's an electrical system. Your nerves are the wires, your muscles are the light bulbs, and nutrients are the current that keeps everything bright. When the current runs low, the light flickers, even if the bulb itself is fine. Robert, the patient who once feared stepping off his porch, began adding magnesium-rich foods, spinach, pumpkin seeds, almonds, and a small portion of salmon twice a week. Within a month, His steps grew more confident. "I feel grounded again," he said, "like my body and mind are finally in sync." So before you walk, think of this as tuning your inner circuitry. A few mindful bites, a few minutes of sunlight, and a moment to breathe. Your body will thank you with steadier steps. Because balance doesn't come from force, it comes from feeding the system that keeps you standing tall. Every walk begins before the first step. It begins in that quiet pause. The moment you choose awareness over hurry, listening over fear. What I've found in 25 years of helping seniors regain stability is that safety isn't built in the gym. It's built in these few mindful minutes before you move. They remind your brain, your muscles, and your heart that you are still in control. Maybe tomorrow morning, before your first walk, you'll take that gentle pause. Try one balance check. Breathe, and notice how grounded you feel. If this ritual brings you steadiness, share your experience in the comments below. Someone else might need your reminder today. And if you'd like to keep strengthening your independence, subscribe and join me in the next video, 3 morning moves to rebuild leg strength after 60. Because every steady step you take is a quiet declaration that you're still here, still moving, still free. Let's walk carefully, with confidence, one mindful step at a time.